I know I am a little early. Let me turn this down some. So we'll wait and see who comes on to tell me some good Sundays. And y'all probably can hear the dogs. Let me close this door. Okay. All right. We are back. And we're going to wait for a few minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and just start talking, y'all. I know I didn't make a post Thursday about not getting on Thursday. Last week was such a long, emotional week. So it started with my mom having knee replacement surgery on the 15th, which happened to be my grandmother's 95th, what would have been her 95th birthday. So it was like day full of emotions, not trying to talk about, all the things and everything. Hey, hey, RBG, how are you? And so that was going on Monday. Then that Tuesday, my mom ended up actually having to stay overnight because of like nausea, vomiting, and things of that nature. And so, but then it also marked the 1 year anniversary of my grandma passing. So again, another emotional, high strung day. Drove back Wednesday home and just been having to do stuff every day. So come Thursday, I just couldn't even find the strength to tell y'all that we wasn't gonna go live on Thursday. But how you doing, RBG? Um, so I apologize for that, y'all. So tonight we were supposed to have a special guest, Jerron of Jerron Benton YouTube channel. But Jerron needed to reschedule. So, but next Sunday we will be going live and it'll be a double treat because not only will we have Jerron, we're gonna also have Tim from Free from Coat Life channel. So if you have not checked out the two conversations that I had with them, please go and check those videos out and be ready for a very fun, engaging XJW kickback next Sunday. Um, we're gonna go live at 7:30 Central Standard Time next Sunday, the three of us. So it should really be fun. But I didn't want to cancel tonight because I want to see who was gonna jump on. I know we don't normally do Sunday, but going into the into 2026, y'all, we got to be a little bit more flexible. Just because I got some things that's gonna be going on, and sometimes Thursday don't work for my guest when I do the interview. So I'm doing pretty good. Like I say, it's been a busy week. But I'm gonna make it. Today I had two sister lot clients, so it was a full day today. Yesterday I was kind of doing errands and ripping and running and things of that nature. So it's just been a busy week. This went one long week, but hey, I made it. And so yeah, just wanted to jump on, see what y'all got going on and things of that nature. So my win this week, my mom had a successful surgery and is doing much better. She'll be happy when she get her staples out and things of that nature. But she's doing pretty good, and I'm here. Oh, and one of my friends was talking about this mic. So I ordered it. I just got to figure out how I connect it to the laptop because if you all have not noticed, I do have a webcam. So I feel like the picture quality is way better now. So I'm hoping that this is as simple as it say it's going to be. So quality for sound when I'm using the computer should get better. and things of that nature. But what's up? What y'all got going on? What have y'all been up to? I know it's been a minute. I don't think I've been live since Courtney came on, and that probably has been at least 2 weeks. Um, the thing that I've been seeing in the XJW space, people talking about is this lawsuit for $100 million with a young lady that I guess was allegedly like SA as a child in Brazil, I think it was, and then I guess she lives in the States now, and so she filed a suit against the Watchtower and the governing body. Um, what is the name of his channel? Is it called XJW Analyzer? He did a couple of good kind of breakdowns of the lawsuit, so I don't know all the particulars. So if anybody is kind of know what's going on with that, feel free to put it in the chat. Um, and or if you want, let me know. I can let you come up, and then you can just be on camera as far as verbally. But yeah, that's about it from what I could see is going on right now with the XJWs. I'm sure, no doubt, many of you have probably saw the Netflix docu series on Puffy. That was something else. I've seen quite a few little like documentaries about Puffy and allegations and stuff like that. But that one on Netflix, I don't know, that by far was probably the best because you had a whole lot more people coming out kind of telling they truth or whatever. So I don't know if he gonna be able to bounce back like he was hoping to once he get out of jail. I don't think he's gonna be able to bounce back. So I hope he got a lot of money and can just kind of stay off the grid, so to speak. What else is going on? So if you are a NFL football player fan, so yesterday there was quite a few games, and the Bears was playing, and I was watching that game, and I have noticed this season when I watch them with intention, meaning like I'm not doing nothing else, I'm watching the game. They don't win or they play bad or this and that. So when it got to the fourth quarter, it was like 5 minutes, 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I just turned. I was like, I just cannot watch this. I cannot deal with them not being able to get past the Packers, you know what I'm saying, and all this stuff. Next thing you know, my husband is screaming and hollering and all this stuff. So he's like, "You ain't watching the game. You ain't watching the game." So I turned, and they had tied the doggone game up. And next thing you know, they was going in overtime. And then Caleb hit that long pass to DJ Moore, and it was a wrap. So it was nice seeing all the people in Chicago, especially the men, being excited and happy and joyful. Like, we need something to be, joyful about these days. I noticed, like, it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like people ain't as joyful or like holiday spirit like they have been in the past. It could be a number of reasons. Like, society is off the chain right now, right? Like, I know I can't say too much because sometimes YouTube, if I start going too political, they will start causing the live to mess up. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't know. Do y'all feel that way? Like, do you feel like we living in a weird kind of space right now? Like, because every day is something unbelievable that has never happened before, right? Coming out of some people's mouths. And it's like, what in the world? So it was nice. It was nice for, people to have something to be excited about and things of that nature. I don't think people, even though the parking lots and the malls and stuff like that is closed, I don't see a lot of people. I don't know. I just don't hear of a lot of people saying that they doing all this Christmas shopping. Like, pretty much, if people don't have like kids or grandkids, people are not spending their money like that. you know, which I can't blame them, which I cannot blame them. So yeah, but I know Sunday is not our normal live day. Hold on, I just want to check something real quick. Okay. So yeah. So what's been up with you, RBG? How things going with you? I see we only got one person. Um, so RBG, if you left, my bad. So I am. So I guess I'll share what I'm working on. So the channel, I'm loving the despite conversation. I'm loving those. So, but sometimes it's a challenge getting people to tell their story. And I do have two people. One is like a health journey that I think everybody needs to hear. And then the other one talks about like team DV that they overcame. So I'm trying to get those scheduled and things of that nature. I know that most of them have been religious based since we started, but hopefully I'll be able to get more people to have the conversations with me about whatever they overcome. So I do plan to continue with the invitations. What's going on? I know the weather in Colorado can be strange. In my 20s, I used to go to Colorado a lot, and it was crazy. Like you could literally see the snow up on the mountaintops, but it would be like kind of warm down on the ground. So yeah, what's going on with weather in Colorado? So that's one thing with the channel. We're gonna be doing, continuing to do despite. I'm gonna refine it. I think I'm actually gonna start calling it despite conversations for the soul, or conversations of overcoming. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. It was 65 today. Yeah, that's crazy. I think it got up to. It's crazy because like here in Chicago, it could be like 35 degrees and the sun out, and we be like, it's nice outside because it be getting so cold. But yeah, it wasn't too bad today. I didn't take the dogs on a walk. I just did in the back, but it wasn't too bad. I would have definitely took 65. So that's one thing you can look forward to here on the channel in 2026. More, um, despite, what did I just say? Despite conversations of overcoming. I think that's what we're gonna brand that and things like that. Then also one of our OG Real One Tribe members, Butterfly, gave me a really, really good suggestion. She's super smart. She's super smart. She's like an encyclopedia. So she had reached out to me and she said, you know what, T, um, what would probably be a good thing to add to the channel is she gave me research that like Tuesdays is like a gloomy day. It's a day that people kind of get down and things of that nature. So she was like, what about doing some type of affirmation or positive thought, like video, like a short or something like that, um, or even just a post, and call it Positivity, TEE, Tuesdays. So I'm gonna start doing that because I love that idea. Like I got tons of affirmations and thoughts and things like that around being positive. So you'll see those more starting in the new year. So we got despite, we got positivity Tuesday, and then I'm just gonna start being more consistent. And that's why I was like, I'm gonna get on today, even if don't nobody show up, because I know Sunday is not the normal day. I was like, I got to get back in the consistency of it all because life has been like all over the place. Like I'm trying to get things automated and packaged and all that for things with my clinic. But I also have been looking and being presented with like job opportunities. And so I have been investigating them, even though I'd rather just be a full time entrepreneur because I like having control over my schedule in my day. But I am 50, I'll be 51 next month. And some of these opportunities could pan out for me pretty well. So, like, I put in an application for a state job where I would be the one going out and basically doing compliance with like long term nursing home type facilities. And so you can't go wrong with a state job, right? You get a pension. The pay wasn't too bad. It's hybrid, so I would only have to leave my house, when I had to go and inspect those facilities and stuff. Um, so it's like, okay, in order to make all this stuff work, I have to get the structure and organization back in place. And I love YouTube. And so that's something that I have to make, time for. So I'll be back more consistent because I go back and it like to me in my head, it feel like I, posted relatively soon, but then I'll go back and look and be like, oh my God, I ain't put a video up in 3 weeks. And y'all, I got so many like unfinished scripts and outlines for things. So tomorrow I said I have to try to at least get 2 videos done. So I was like, I need to try to make sure that they only like no more than 25 minutes and just get them recorded. I can always edit in the bed. That's easy to do. Sometimes it's just the matter of getting up and setting up. And that's why I got to start batch, what they call it, batch recording. Because if I batch record, then it's done. Then it's just a matter of editing. And editing ain't too, it's not hard to do. But it's just easier to do while I'm kind of, relaxing or got the TV going in the back and stuff like that. So that's it, y'all. I just wanted to pop in because I had initially said Jerron and myself was going to be on here, and I didn't want to cancel because he needed to reschedule, but it's gonna end up being even better because, like I said, it'll be me, Jerron, and Tim next Sunday at 7:30. Um, and so we should have a really good time. Obviously, we'll be doing Q&A based on the videos that we did together, and then just whatever topics that come up. And so this, what we're going to do next Sunday, is something that me, Jerron, and Tim have talked about maybe doing maybe at least once a month, where we kind of do that panel discussion, live style type thing, or what have you. So I see we didn't get a lot to come in and things of that nature. So I don't want to just hold the line. So I'm probably going to go ahead and end the live. And I want to thank RBG for coming in and chatting a little bit. I appreciate it. I see you often commenting on some of the videos, so the support is greatly appreciated and things of that nature. I hope if y'all celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever your thing may be, happy holidays to you. And I definitely will see y'all before the new year. Oh, was you Nation of Islam, RBG? Okay. So you maybe I'm getting you confused with somebody else. Uh, and if I am, I apologize. So were you ever affiliated with the JWs? Okay, you celebrate Kwanzaa. Okay. Were you ever affiliated with the JWs? Okay, you was okay. I didn't think I was mistaken. Like I say, recalling some of your comments. So I assume you was raised a JW, and then at some point as an adult, was part of the Nation of Islam. Do you practice any particular religion now? We'll wait for him to chat. No. Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. Yep, I can understand that. Well, thanks for tapping in with me. And I hope you have a good evening. And Kwanzaa start what, the December 26th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I always say I'm gonna go to like a Kwanzaa event and stuff like that. And then something happened. Let me see, when do Kwanzaa start? Yep, the 26th. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Well, you have a good evening, RBG. Again, thank you for uh chiming in. Oh, I just seen some more people come. Who just tapped in? I'll stay on a little bit longer, depending on who tapped in or whatever y'all might want to discuss. So let me know before I go. Oh Lord. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Okay, that puts it on the screen. Who just came in? Somebody in the bushes? Say hi. Don't be a stranger. Um, I did not feel like cooking tonight. And so my husband got us some longhorn. So I'm gonna eat my little longhorn and call it an evening. Okay. All right. Well, thanks y'all for tapping in. Like I said, I'm gonna be more consistent going into the new year, actually starting this week. And make sure y'all are subscribed. Make sure you like the videos or dislike them. Long as you have engagement, I love when y'all leave comments. And I appreciate all the support that you all have given me and the channel this year. Getting monetized was a major goal, and I need to do better in consistency, because I know y'all be wanting the content. Y'all like the content, you vibe with me, and I don't want to lose your interest, if that makes sense. So I'm going to definitely do better and get my life together so that I can get the content out in a real time. Like I had this whole thing that I was gonna do with the coach from Michigan. And I still go back and forth, like, should I discuss that? But I feel like time has gotten away. So I needed to do it kind of like in real time. Because I had thoughts about it. Like he fumbled the bag of life. Like, you got to the point of being the head coach of a Big Ten football team, and you want to have a side chick and do all this, and now you then missed out on millions. This then impacted your family. Hey, Harley, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. I was about to get off. I normally don't go live on Sunday, but um I was supposed to have one of my special guests from one of the interviews that I did a few weeks ago, but he needed to reschedule to next Sunday. So I was gonna get off because it was just me and RBG, but I see we got some people tapping in, so I guess I'll stay on here. So, but anyway, I was just kind of running my mouth about I have to do better of doing content in real time, especially when it's trending topics. So like that situation with the coach, I did a whole little, not a deep dive, but a deep enough dive to see like when did he start coaching and just kind of see his ranks. Like he started coaching like in 2009, which it's been a minute, but it's like he's had a steady progression, getting closer and closer to the goal, and then to end up being the head coach of the University of Michigan, knowing that you ain't supposed to be fraternizing and having, sad dealings with a staff member, making things so obvious that eventually people could put two and two together, like doubling her salary. It's just like, oh my God. So now you then got yourself in trouble, then got arrested, so you done lost your job. You done lost the remainder of your money on your contract that could have easily been over $20 million because you got fired with cause, meaning they don't have to pay you out. You then spazzed out and crashed out. Now you done got yourself arrested. You know, now, you done impacted your family, your wife, your kids. It's just a mess. And so I had thoughts about why do people put themselves in position like this. You have reached the heights, as far as college football coaching. Why would you do that? And now you done impacted your whole family, not just yourself and your career, but your whole family. Because who's gonna give you another opportunity? Who's gonna give you another opportunity? Hartley, let's see. I'm doing good. I was shocked to see you tonight. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I'm just kind of running my mouth about random things. I was just when you came in, Hartley, I was talking about the University of Michigan coach who got fired because he was having an affair with one of his staff members and end up losing his mind and crashing out, and then was threatening her and threatening to unalive himself and all these things, and end up getting arrested. Just like, oh my God, just terrible. The football coach. So yeah, I should have did that video in real time, right? When it was trending. So that is on my to-do list when it comes to YouTube. That when things hit the fan, I need to be prepared to do my video or go live about it in real time. So I think y'all gonna be pleased with the consistency of my content. People like Hartley, I even got an idea from when she went live, and I think one of her uh, subscribers, I think they suggested it. So a lot of people who watch Hartley's lives are doing this, and they're doing like lunchtime lives. And so I got to thinking, I was like, oh, that'd be a good way to do, like, I would call mine maybe lunchtime tea. So when it's stuff that's like in social media, or just some trending topic that I might have thoughts about, why not get on at lunchtime, do that real quick, and then I'm done. Like, some stuff don't have to be a recorded, edited video. That's basically what I'm saying. So trending topics, things in the news, that kind of stuff, that could be a lunchtime tea, quick little 20-30 minute live. I get my point across. People can come in and engage and things of that nature. Hey, Melissa. Let's see. Yeah, Hartley, I got that from y'all, and I was like, oh, I could do lunchtime tea because I saw that you do lunchtime lives. I started seeing Q doing lunchtime lives and things of that nature, and so I'm like, okay, I got to make this work. I have to make this work. So going back, now that we got a little bit of an audience, and if y'all want to come up and talk, let me know or be on screen. I'll drop the link. If you want to add, if you want to say something, I'll drop the link and you can come up. And matter of fact, I'm gonna drop it anyway, and then that way, if you feel compelled to come up, come on up. So what was I talking about earlier when it was just me and RBG? Oh, so I was saying, life has been chaotic. I have been presented opportunities and then I started thinking about opportunities. So y'all, yeah, it's been a minute since you did lunchtime. Hey, hi everybody. Thanks for coming in. Um, so I have been putting in a couple of applications for jobs, but they're jobs where um, I can get a lot of bang, not just money, right? So, like, I put in for a job with the state that could help me start earning more credits towards loan forgiveness. It will be a hybrid position, so it's something that I can do and still be able to, work on my clinic and things like that, see my people. The pay wasn't bad, and it's not on my MP license, so I wouldn't have to be worrying about patients and things of that nature. Um, Now, why did I bring that up? Why did I bring that up? I forget. I think I was trying to say I got a lot of things going on, but at the end of the day, I could get everything done. I just got to get organized. I think that's where I was going. So, yeah. So I think that's where I was going with it. And then I had another opportunity presented to me, but I think it's like red flags. Like y'all may not pay attention to this or have heard of this, but a lot of MPs have been getting in legal trouble because they have been taking on like 1099 contract jobs, whether it's like telehealth or something like that. And come to find out, those companies are billing illegally, so to speak, like fraud, like medical fraud, under those MP licenses. Well, when they all come out, they don't care, and so now you have this MP who just was thinking they, seeing patients for whatever, and then the people in the background is, they billing men for Pap smears. Men don't get Pap smears, or billing women for a PSA lab. Women don't get PSA labs done, and so a staffing agency I used to work for, like early on, like when I first became an MP, and I became an MP like in 2020. So you know what was going on in 2020. So a lot of the contracts dealt with C-19. And so the very first one that I did, they reached out to me for this opportunity, and it was some red flags initially, but then I was like, okay, maybe I'm just being too cautious. But then they was like, oh no, we're gonna put your application on hold. They wanted to go with somebody else. So I was like, okay, that was a sign that it probably wasn't meant for me to be fooling with them. But then they came back, and I flat out asked them, like, why are y'all back? Like, what happened? And they gave me some kind of lame excuse. I told them I had to go take care of my mom while she had for surgery, and I'll do the interview on Wednesday. Y'all, this was not no interview. It was basically like, we just need a sucker. That's how I feel. They have not extended an offer to me, but they looking for, I feel like a sucker, and I just feel like this don't smell right. So sometimes, y'all, the money, sometimes it has to be more than just the money that's making you move, if that makes sense. Like, this would have been, I would have been having to potentially go to Southern Illinois, which, if you know anything about Illinois, the Chicagoland area is totally different than Southern Illinois. Okay. Like, it's giving sundown, energy in Southern Illinois. Right. So I'm not trying to be down there and have to spend a night or whatever, by myself and things of that nature. It's crazy out here now. And so sometimes the money will come in different ways and things that you enjoy that feel good and things of that nature. So I think that's where I was going with this. So I may or may not be getting an additional job in the next few months. But in the meantime, I said what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double down, get organized, because I don't want what has happened to my YouTube channel to happen if I do end up with a job, which me becoming inconsistent, which I have really no excuse. I just need to get up and do the content. All right, we have some chats coming in. Um, let's see. Yes, a quick live, Hartley. Hey, Lash. Hey, Ray. I feel like you super organized, Hartley, though. Let's see. Hartley said, yes, that happened at a doctor's office. Had attended a while back, uh, billing for stuff that was not services rendered. There's so many people getting in trouble, y'all. That's why I'm just like, that's why it's like, if I was to get a job, after my last job, I left there. It was a FQAC, which is like a community clinic. I took a job and I was working on my RN license. Within 3 months, they wanted me to become the OB-NP. And so I didn't see the OB patients. I was basically like a remote position. So if they had it bleeding or, if they had any questions, complications, stuff like that, I was the point of contact to say either, hey, you need to get to the ER, or hey, let's get you in, that kind of thing. Because they needed somebody to be able to prescribe, do orders, all that stuff. So it wasn't too bad. It just the work wasn't bad. The organization was too controlling for me. And but I never doubted that they were doing the right thing, right? As far as whatever they billed under my name. But with all these new telehealth organizations, a lot of these medical groups, they get so enticed with performing, sending in billing, because I guess the way Medicare or Medicaid is set up, they don't have enough people to review and all that stuff, so they just kind of sending out payments. But I'm like, I work too hard. That's the other reason why I've been inconsistent. I just got all my continuing education submitted to renew my certification, because I'm a board certified family nurse practitioner. And yeah, I worked too hard for that. So sometimes it can't just be the money. It has to be, what else are you getting out of it? Is it going to be a pension? Is it going to be, being able to qualify for some type of student loan forgiveness? Is it going to allow you to still have, work-life balance? I had did an interview. It's this luxury like rehab called At Night. And I was kind of impressed. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll just do something part-time, like maybe 1 or 2 days a week or something like that. And the place is beautiful. The place is like going into like a 5-star hotel, right? You got to smell good. If you ever been to those luxury hotels that got the smell good in the air and everything. But when they was like, oh, you got to give up every other weekend, you're going to have 15, 16 patients. And, it's just the most important thing is just passing the meds and all this. I got home, I text them and said, you know what? I took another opportunity. It's like, I ain't about to do that. So, like, at my age, I'm going to be 51 in what, 30 days? My birthday is the 21st, or 31 days, because ain't it 31 days in December? Whatever, in a month. I gotta get something more out of it than just money. I don't want to give up my weekends. I don't want it to. consume me. Hey, Ray. Yes, Hartley. Thank you. Y'all make sure you like the live. Like the live. So anyway, that's basically what's been going on with me. But I'm definitely gonna get myself together and get organized. Not only with my clinic, I am I finally switched over, so it's gonna be a lot of stuff that's automated. So it's like I may have to do one thing and I don't have to do nothing else. Like it'll just be automation. They'll get the emails, they'll get the this, the versus me having to, manually do it. So that's gonna make a difference. I plan to start batch recording. So I'm like, anytime I'm doing long form video, I need to make sure that I'm doing at least 2 videos. So then there's no reason that I shouldn't be able to put up at least 2 long form videos a week. And then I use a special software or platform that can take my YouTube long form and it'll give me however many suggested shorts. And I can go in and edit those and just put the shorts out there to, get people interested in the long form. And outside of, I was like, okay, one other thing I'm gonna try and do is one thing outside of interviews. I'm gonna see if I can try to keep my videos under 25 minutes. This YouTube thing, when you trying to, grow and move and shake and stuff like that, you just gotta try some different things. So the things that I'll be rolling out is I talked about it early in the live, Positivity Tuesdays. So that might be a reel, it might be a post, but it'll be some kind of affirming positive thought. Shout out to Butterfly who gave me that idea. Based on research, she's like an encyclopedia. She knows so much stuff. So I'll be doing those. So that'll be something that'll make me have to stay consistent. What else I was gonna do? We're gonna continue to do the despite conversations, and we're gonna continue to do the follow up lives Q&A. I got 2 people that I need to do. One is a health journey, but I think everybody needs to hear this. Y'all gonna be blown away. And then the other one is somebody who wanted to share their experience. They're an adult now, but they are a survivor of teen DV, you know. And so I think that's an interesting story, especially anybody who dealing with kids, teenagers and things of that nature, that they can find themselves in like a DV, type situation. It ain't just grown folks going through that. So I'll be doing that. And then the lunchtime tea. So like with this Michigan coach situation, that should have been a lunchtime tea situation, but I dropped the ball with that. So I'm gonna start being more consistent. I even invested in this mic because I got a new camera. I don't know if y'all can tell, it's much clearer on my laptop. And so my friend, he was kind of advertising this on his Facebook because I guess he got an Amazon store and it was real good. And it's supposed to just, I ain't even opened it up, y'all. This week has been crazy. Let me see. Where's my scissors? You're supposed to just be able to plug it right into your laptop. So I was like, okay, I got my camera. If this mic works the way he was showing that it's gonna work and it's simple, that's gonna make the quality of the videos better too. Oh shoot, I gotta read all this stuff. Y'all know me in technology. I'm committed to get this to give it a try by this week. Oh, it don't seem to be that difficult. I guess you just put it on there. So, but yeah, y'all. So thanks so much. It was just me and RBG for a while. So I was like, oh, I guess people like we don't want to get on a Sunday. And I should have done a better job. I didn't do the oh, I'll fool this later. I didn't do the notification thing. So thank y'all so much for coming by and saying hi and things of that nature. And happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas if that's your thing. And or if it ain't your thing, hey, enjoy your week even still. So y'all, but thanks so much. We're gonna have a good time in 2026. Gonna be more consistent and do all the things. So y'all have a good evening. I'm gonna go up here and eat a little bit of my little ribeye steak from Longhorn, and I guess watch some more football, depending on who's still playing, since they had so many games yesterday. All right, y'all take care. Peace.